Here and the Vice President of the British Columbia General Aviation Association. I just wanted to take a quick moment to give you a quick tour of, well, not the whole new member platform, but the Explore map, which is something we're super excited about. So here I'm going to navigate away from the new member social feed, and I'm going to come up to here and go Explore map, and it's going to open up our map. Now, this map has been curated with data that we've collected over the last 11 years of just looking and member input, covers the whole province. And I was going to give you a quick tour of some of the icons that make up the map and then show you some of the great new features. So I'm going to zoom in here to the Lower Mainland just because we have a little bit of everything. And first thing we'll start with, how about we start with these pink binoculars? The pink binoculars show attractions. So these are places that you could fly over. So for example, Widgeon Lake, and we've got information about that. You can click here and it'll go straight back to the map. Widgeon Lake, or we've even got places that you can fly into to see. So up here at the Stave Airstrip, we've got the Arissa Young Memorial Bench. Coming back down here, these red buildings, these are member businesses. So to get your business on here, all you need to do is have a business membership, and then you get added to the business directory, which is right here. These are all of our member businesses. Coming back down into the map, these purple icons with the people, these are all flying clubs. And every flying club is entitled to have a page within the member platform that they can maintain. And you can find the nearest flying club to you. All right, airports and airstrips. So the airplanes, these are airstrips, mostly private airstrips or unregistered aerodromes. The runway is a registered aerodrome that does not have air traffic services, so no tower, no flight service station. This water icon is a water landing spot. If we zoom in here to Pitt Meadows, we've got a knife and a fork that's showing a restaurant. Okay, this blue people icon says 10 plus. The only way you're going to see that is if you're registered for Members Helping Members. If you're unsure what that is, check out the how-to section in the blog. You can find that up here, about blog. Just go how-to, and you can learn about some of the different things you can get involved in, like flying club, managing your flying club page, how to join Members Helping Members. Anyway, that blue icon is going to show you if there and how many there are of Members Helping Members people at that aerodrome that could offer help or assistance or services to you. But the only way to see that information is to be sharing your own information with those that are enrolled. We've got a helipad up here. Now, what are the colors on the dots? It's interesting. So let's use Stave Strip for an example, one of my favorites. It's green, and green means that there's been a member PIREP there in the last 6 months. So we have some fresh information. If I click on that, I can come down to the strip here, and we can see that Taylor was there a month ago, and she uploaded some pictures, and she made it a PIREP. So anybody that puts a comment in on an airstrip, you can put in a comment, that won't reset the bubble. But if it's a PIREP that's attached to a date, and a PIREP is about field condition, obstacles, something safety or operationally related would be a PIREP. That resets the bubble. Coming up here into the Okanagan, if it's orange, that means that a PIREP has not been filed in the last year. And if it's yellow, then there's been a PIREP somewhere between the last 6 months to a year. The M's and the P's and the B's, that's like maintained, backcountry. P would be paved. And you can find all that information in the how-to guide about the Explore map, and there's a legend of all the icons there. Coming over here on the sidebar, if you see the telephone next to the strip, it means that it's prior permission required. Okay. One of the other neat things here is in the sidebar, see this heart? You can click on the heart, and then that brings you to the Explore log option. So you can choose been there or bucket list. So if we've been to this airstrip, Monte Creek, I can click been there. I haven't been there, but I'd like to go at some point. So I can go bucket list. Now it's bookmarked that strip. If I come up here to my profile, I can go to my explore log and I can see there's 113 places that I've been, and I've got 18 places on my bucket list, and I can sort here. There's just my bucket list. And here's some places that I'd really like to go check out. Okay, coming back to the map. All right, that's a little tour of the icons. Now let's talk about a couple of the features. So we have this ruler tool, measure distance, and you can use that to plot out the distance between points. You can put up to 50 points in one line. So I'm going to click right up here, and there's my point number 1. And let's say I want to follow the Coquihalla Highway roughly down to the Lower Mainland because I fly IFR over roads. We'll cut that corner a little bit, and we will take it to Abbotsford. So my route distance there is exactly 100.3 miles, nautical miles, or 115.4 statute miles. That's pretty nifty for trip planning. If I want to come in here and just have a look at the 3D terrain view, I can hold control and I'm going to drag my mouse up, and then I can scroll to zoom in, and I can get a better look here. I can rotate by going left and right while holding control. Now, if that wasn't cool enough, check this out. If I click satellite view, how's that? We can have a look up the valley. We can see what we're going to be getting into. It's especially useful if you're not familiar with the area and you want to have a look at the valleys and the roads. We can zoom in, we can tilt, we can see the whole province like this. This 3D terrain view is something that you would spend $100+ for on any of the leading flight planning websites, and it's all part of your BCGA membership, and you can explore the whole province. And don't tell anyone I told you this, but you can explore outside of the province too using this tool. So we're very excited by this. Now, that measuring line showed 100 miles. Now, what if there's an airstrip that I'm really interested in, and I want to see if it's long enough for me to fly into. Now, I wouldn't use this scientifically, but it is a great way to get a rough idea. So if we come into stave strip here, and I click the ruler tool, and I click, let's say, at that point in the strip, and I click, oh, there's some trees there, so let's shorten it up a little bit to there. It's showing me 1,515 feet. Well, how did it know that I wanted feet? So the way it's been programmed, and this is to help a lot of our backcountry users, is any distance that is less than 1 nautical mile will show in feet. You can use it for backcountry airstrips, or, a couple weeks ago, I was flying into my home airport at Pitt Meadows, and I thought I'd try a little bit of a short field landing, and I touched down right here at the beginning of the pavement, and I exited on 26 right. And I wasn't sure quite how short that landing was, but if I click there and I click there, it's about 343 feet. So it gives me a really good idea there. And if you don't believe me, how accurate this is, these are Cessna 182s. Let's check out what the wingspan is on a Cessna 182. 34 feet. We're plus or minus 2 feet on that measurement. So this is a pretty great tool. All right, that's my little preview on the BCGA Explore map. The last thing I'll show you is the search bar up here. We can search really any location that's in the map, any resource that's on the site, or any post that is on the social feed. So if I'm interested, let's say I'm interested in Vargas Island, I can go Vargas. And there's resources, there's the Vargas Island Beach, and we have a member with that last name as well. And I can click on there and it'll take me straight to the information on Vargas Island. We don't have any PIREPs or comments posted yet there. There's some information on runway details, other information. And if I click here, it'll take me right back to the map where I can check it out. There's the regular map view. There is the 3D or the satellite view. And if I hold control It's a little bit different on mobile devices. You use two fingers close together and slide up and down to tilt this way. And you kind of rotate the two fingers in order to rotate the view. Okay, one more thing actually. We have filters at the top. These are super helpful. I'm just going to reset the map so that you can see them take effect. And we'll go back to the regular view. You can select what kind of resource you want to see. So if you just want to see where the flying clubs are, there are more. We're still loading them, and feel free to submit yours. If I just want to see airports, so these are proper registered aerodromes, airstrips. You can sort by region. We can also apply other filters, like I only want to see grass runways. Here's all the grass airstrips. What if I just want a proper airport that has a grass runway, a registered aerodrome? I go airports, and I have grass selected. And there's not too many of them, but there is the grass if I want to go play in the grass. One of the other neat features that's a little hidden here, well, we can select fuel, if there's fuel or customs, ground transportation that's available, and access. So you can see just prior permission required if you want, members help where there's members helping members if you're registered, private airstrip access program. This one's kind of neat. Show, do not use. So do not use are decommissioned airports, airports that are no longer usable or closed, or we have information that are unsafe, that it is unsafe. So I think this is Tapella. You can see that it has this red caution icon because it's a do not use. And then on the sidebar here, it says do not use. We have hidden these as a default because who wants to explore the map and see the places that they can't use? But if you are curious because you're flying over and you do see an airstrip and you want to see, hey, is that an airstrip and it's not showing on the map, you can come here and click show do not use. And it's a nice little archive of at least where we used to have some airstrips. All right, now I'm actually done. Thanks for sticking with me. Please take some time, explore the map, explore the member platform, and let us know what you think. The website or the member platform is at www.bcaviation.ca, and it's brought to you by the BC General Aviation Association. All right, have a great evening and fly safe, everyone.